Hey Ryan, I appreciate you being on episode 1 of Inside Buzz. First question I want to ask is, what is your boldest prediction for 2019 free agency? Thanks, man.
What's up, Mikey? Appreciate you for having me on, man. If I had to make a bold prediction for free agency, I would say that the Lakers are going to get a third superstar. And to me, it's a bold prediction because I've been saying it for a while. I think the effect of LeBron James actually sitting down with you face to face still holds a lot of power. And I get that the understanding that, LeBron's just going to kind of sit back and he's going to, things will happen. Doesn't work that way. We saw it didn't work with guys like Paul George. And he's going to have to go out and work for it. He's going to have to go get some face time with these free agents if he plans on somebody coming over. But I do believe he's going to make something happen on that front.
All right, Ryan, another free agency question. I want to hear where you think Kawhi Leonard's going to end up, Kevin Durant, Jimmy Butler, D'Angelo Russell, and other free agents.
When I look at the Kawhi Leonard situation, it's intriguing to me. We've seen nothing like this in sports. I think he's going to be the first superstar that we've ever seen win a championship with the team, which is rare, and then leave. I believe he'll be a Los Angeles Clipper. And just it gets even more intriguing because, for one, when guys leave and there's a lot of that kind of baggage behind them leaving, and we all know what happened in San Antonio, that doesn't end well. It's hard for a guy to play with so much clutter on his brain, and Kawhi was able to take care of business. I believe that Kevin Durant will go play in Brooklyn with Kyrie Irving. I believe there may be a potential sign and trade, which could be the best of both worlds. Golden State needs some assets, and for your Kevin Durant, you get the bag. Any player knows and understands he wants to get paid. If I'm looking at Jimmy Butler, it's an intriguing situation where I believe there's a big push for him to stay in Philadelphia. They want him, they love him. He fits the personalities there, but it may come down to the best suitor because I think he's going to have to see what guys like LeBron James have to say. What do the Clippers have to say about him? And I think there's a number of organizations that are still going to really go after Jimmy Butler. You got to understand this also. Jimmy Butler's stock just went through the roof because Klay Thompson injured, Kevin Durant injured. So now Jimmy Butler is the next up. If you're a team that wants to win now and you need to have a free agent. In terms of D'Angelo Russell, LA, I think he's about the D or the E plan for the Lakers. And it's definitely not shut out. I know he didn't want to leave LA. And for me personally, I wouldn't want to see him on the Lakers. Why? Not that he doesn't deserve to be here, but I feel like he really built his own empire there in Brooklyn. He had a good organization built around him. He had veterans around him. And the guy ends up being an all-star. Literally the greatest year of his career, and he matured so much. Now, he comes back to LA, potentially. This is an LA that he didn't play in before, and he already had problems handling LA, but just the magnitude of what he's going to potentially step into with the Lakers, I don't know if that's the best for his career maturity-wise right now, and he was really put in an amazing situation over there in Jersey.
Out of all the free agents in the 2019 free agent pool, who's going to have the most value who might not be making hundreds of millions of dollars like Durant, D'Angelo Russell, Jimmy Butler, or a player like that? Who's your dark horse free agency signing?
Look at a guy who could sway power. I'm thinking Trevor Ariza. Now, Trevor Ariza stayed and he could have left. He was the hottest guy that everybody wanted to trade for, but he stayed with the Wizards because essentially, kind of agreed to give Trevor a long-term deal. Now, here's the reality. They have a new general manager, new president. Ernie Grunfeld had been relieved of his job, and Trevor Ariza could test the market. But I don't know if Trevor's the guy who's going to be looking for a pay cut. But he's really shown his value. You saw the struggles that Houston had. They weren't even competitive against the team without Kevin Durant in the lineup. And you see how big of an impact that he has
Out of all your teammates, who was the funniest of them all?
Man, I want to say my funniest teammate. Gosh, I'm going to give you a list of just the funny guys, the guys who brought it every day. Jared Dudley, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, Lance Stevenson, Tony Allen. These are just a number of guys that, man, there's never a dull moment, man. We could be in the middle of a heated game, and the guy's just going to say something crazy, or you know by something that happened, you're going to hear about it the next day. Funniest teammate, I think I want to say, is Jared Dudley. And, you kind of see him on TV a little bit. He pops in and out. He just got an electric personality, man. And every time Jared has something to say, it's literally like fallout funny, man. But he's one of the guys who laughs with you rather than at you. So even when he just says ridiculous stuff, man, you know it's coming from a good place, man. And he knows how to, make fun of his lack of athleticism or, him shooting threes or showing off to the crowd, all in fun, man. So great stuff, my man. Appreciate you, Mikey, for having me on.
All right, Ryan, I appreciate you being my first guest. If you want to see him chopping it up about basketball or even playing, check him out on ESPN or the Big Three.